number of years, i.e. 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and we created a calculated column, and now we're saying, hey, this is going to represent the number of memberships over the last X number of years. And what that's going to allow us to do is that's going to allow us to see how those memberships are increasing or decreasing. If we have the data by year, or we can see where this particular club members signed up on a specific day, month, and year, now we can see how many members we have, or how many members were added in a specific month. How many members were added in November, in January, in October? How many members, how much did the memberships decrease by in X number of time? And this information is super important to a company such as Walmart, because they may see a rapid incline in memberships in September, October, and November, because people are getting ready for the Christmas or the holiday season. We could see that memberships could increase somewhat between April, May, and June, because membership is increasing because members are looking to spend more in the summer seasons, because now the kids are home from school. For whatever the reason may be, these are reasons to dial into, the memberships. And then, of course, the number of memberships is going to tell us, well, we're going to be able to use the number of memberships multiplied times the membership cost to get the revenue of the memberships. Revenue of the memberships, and we know that Walmart is a $648 billion business. How much of that, what percentage of that is accredited to the Plus membership? What percentage of that is accredited to the Club membership? What percentage of that is accredited to no membership, but totally just simply shopping at a Walmart store, right? Now, I just gave you a lot of information, a lot of data for you to be able to dive into just using the Sam's Club segment of Walmart. And you will be able to do that as well. If that's how you want to approach this, using the data, the data that we have created for Walmart. Again, remember, the data that you're able to access in the portal for Walmart that data is not actual Walmart data. That is data that we made up. It's not data that you go in and you say, I'm going to make buying decisions, stock decisions, or anything, financial decisions based on it. This is totally made up data for you guys to use simply to build a Power BI report, not for you to go out there and to use it as actual data or considered to be actual Walmart data. So as we go, I'm going to look and I'm going to see what else do we have here. Oh, now I see it says merchandise. Sam's Club offers merchandise in the following merchandise categories. And we have all of these categories that Sam's Club offers merchandise in. This merchandise is in addition to the memberships. This is what's qualifying as revenue, right? So it's got groceries, consumables, and that includes dairy, meat, bakery, deli produce, all the way down to fuel, tobacco, home and apparel. These are all the products, not all, I'm not sure if they're all, but these are the products under merchandise at Sam's Club that Walmart is saying is at the Sam's Club store within the Sam's Club segment. So again, you will find a data set that you can use to build out this merchandise segment, and this would be a good segment this would be a good data set for sales. Sales wants to know, what merchandise was sold, how many of those items, how many of those units were sold, how much did those units cost, and how many of those units did they lose? I mean, was anything stolen? Now, I remember being a kid and you go into Walmart and as soon as you walk in the door, you saw the big camera, you saw the big TV up there, you saw yourself walking in. It was cameras everywhere. I don't necessarily see those cameras like that now, but I do see them in some places, but I think the cameras are a lot more hidden. I don't know. But bottom line is, not only are you concerned about sales as a sales manager or a sales director, you're also concerned about loss. How much did you lose? So in the data set, you'll see loss. You'll see a loss set in the data. You'll see a loss data set as well, where you'll see loss. You will see a loss column in the data set for the merchandise items that are sold. Like here at the Sam's Club. So, you can go all different kind of ways there. Again, we're talking about years, how many units were sold, how many pieces of a specific unit were sold this year, last year, over the last 10 years. Then you can take our AI calculations and calculate how much we're projecting for it to sell over the next 1 year, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever the case may be. I mean, nobody else is out there doing what we're doing when we're forecasting and we're incorporating and integrating AI into Power BI from a course level. Now, I'm not saying no one is not using AI in Power BI, but what you've learned from the very basics, from the very beginning. Hey, I just want to take a few seconds out to say thank you for coming over to the video. And I also wanted to ask you to go over to wherever you buy books and pick up my book, The 6-Figure Cheat Code. That's right. Go over to wherever you buy books and pick up my book, The 6-Figure Cheat Code. So here's the deal. If you're taking my course, Power of the BI, or if you're taking any other course, any other data course or tech course that's out there, and it's probably the first time you've been introduced to tech, and you probably really don't feel like you deserve the opportunities you're going to be receiving when you get that 6-figure opportunity down the road here. Listen, all that is imposter syndrome. And in my book, The 6-Figure Cheat Code, I define some ways to handle the imposter syndrome. But trust me, you're going to be ready. You are ready. This opportunity is for you. That 6-figure job that they're offering you that 6-figure opportunity because you deserve it. And therefore, I want you to be ready and understand what's about to come your way. So go over to the site, whatever site you buy books from, and pick up my book, The 6-Figure Cheat Code. Again, thanks for watching the video. Let's get back to the class. What is data? What is get data? What is a database? All the way up to now, you're able to incorporate AI into making projections. Unreal. Now, for those of you guys that are just saying, hey, I'm not necessarily trying to do the AI piece, that's cool. I mean, here's the deal. Your manager has asked you to take on this task of taking on this customer, Walmart, and building out a Power BI report, right? Now, you do have the build request document for the project, but trust me, the build request document is never enough. It's only a starting point. It's the minimum of what you've got to do, right? Now, some companies will tell you that this is all we want, but in this particular case, this is not all we want. What we want to do is we want to rock and shock this thing. We want to put out a project that is incredible, right? We want to put out a project that's incredible because the company wants to bring Walmart back on for more business and continuous business, and it's up to you as the Power BI report developer in order to make that happen. So let's look at some other information here. See what else. Got intellectual property, suppliers and supply chain, government regulation, opportunities, sustainability, community, human capital management. You're going to be able to take some of this information out of human capital management, and you are going to take the data set for HR, and you will be able to build out a a Power BI report just on human capital management using the data set that we have. And again, I want to emphasize the data set for human resources is not actual Walmart data set. It is simply data that can be used so that you can build out a Power BI report for this fictitious customer of Walmart. But if you can build out this HR Power BI report, you will be able to build out an HR Power BI report for just about anybody, right? Now, let's see. And again, you can go over to the portal, you can grab that. What I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you to go out there and try to build out every Power BI report, use every data set. No, pull one data set, and that's the director that you're going to be reporting to. And you build out your Power BI report to the ultimate ability that you can for that particular report. Because if you spread yourself thin, well, if you try to do all five, well, I think it's five. If you try to do all five entities or all five data sets, you're going to spread yourself too thin and not be able to provide the best you can do. So what we want you to do is pick one data set, pick one director, and build that report and make it spectacular.